My DoorDash people, how we doing? It's been a minute. A few things that I want to go over again. If your interest, come this thumbnail. A few things to talk about. One minor update, a couple serious things. Also something to reiterate to drivers, dashers, new and old. Kind of drop a little knowledge on you when it comes to this DoorDash game that we do day to day. And it's not anything too different than what I've said before, but it's also going to point out some things that maybe you don't know, maybe you weren't aware of. But to start this off, and I don't want the video to be too long, but it's going to be a minute. So if you have the time to watch, cool. If not, I understand. Eventually check it out because there's going to be some information that or knowledge that you should know. So as a quick update to the rollout of your profile picture being shown to the customers, and this is just to combat all this scam, drivers, guys using women's account, women's using men's account, vice versa, or just people using other people's accounts, period. People that are not who they are come the profile of the app, but they're using somebody's account or phone or whatever. So to combat that, DoorDash has, I think it started March 1st, something like that, that DoorDash was going to be using your last signed in verification picture that they scanned of you. So with that said, is you don't know how that picture came out when they verified you from signing you out and making you sign back in. Maybe you haven't been auto signed out to where you had to do that verification. Most of you guys maybe have had to do that, but now all you have to do now, if you want to change that picture, because your picture as well as your name will be shown to the customer. And like I said, this is gonna just to combat all this mess that they have going on with these people using other people's accounts, blah, blah, blah. So all you do is go to your account tab at the bottom of the app. You click on profile, and then you'll see your picture, and then that's when you just click the little pencil, and then you can change your picture. You can't upload a picture of yourself. I was able to do so wearing a hat. So it doesn't seem like there's too big of an issue there. So if you want to see what your picture looks like, go there, check it out. You want to change it, change it. If not, go on and leave it. But it is something that the customers will be seeing. So that's just a quick update, something that came across the other day in my feed. To speak on the other portion of this this thumbnail, I'm going to be breaking down a situation that I had with the dasher from ordering DoorDash, an order that got messed up, and I really just did not appreciate the service that I got behind this dasher, me being the customer. And I'm going to be breaking down later in the video what exactly happened and the back and forth between both of us between text. Nothing too crazy, but it's an eye-opener and just something to get you guys to understand as dashers why the customers feel the way they feel towards dashers. And all it takes is one dasher to mess things up for a customer, to where a customer is going to think the same way about all dashers. And then there we go, all having to try to prove ourselves because one dasher messes it up for us in terms of service. So this is going to be the part that I'm going to talk about. Not exactly what happened between me and the dasher. I'm going to get to that, so just bear with me, please. But I feel I want to break down why I dash the way I dash, why I put forth the service that I put forth in terms of communication and customer service, the importance behind that. And if you don't care about customer service and this and that, and it's all blah, blah, blah to you, totally okay. You don't have to listen, you don't have to watch, it's totally fine. But when people question why I make what I make, and I'm making it a point, I'm nobody special. I'm another driver out here. I just drive a certain way to make the most money that I possibly can make. I'm not a follower in the sense. Now, granted, do we all do some things that are similar and alike? Yes, we do. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're following somebody. I go against the grain with everything because I like to prove people otherwise. People say I can't do something, I go and I do it. Because I don't want to feel like I can't. I don't want to feel low like that, oh, well, this person can't do it, so I know I can't do it. No, this has been my whole life. I've always challenged myself when it came to things. And I've just been dashing way too long to even worry myself like that. I've built up my ratings in the sense, and people ask what my ratings are consistently, how I accept 100% of my orders. And I'm going to get to how I accept 100% of my orders. For those that don't know, and for those that do know, you know. But here is my overall ratings, just in general, from merchant pickups. 100%'s pretty much on down. I normally run a 9.95 to 4.95 to a 5-star rating. On average, there's always one person that gives you a 4-star or something like that, 3-star for whatever reason. I don't worry about it because the service that I put forth, these people are just having bad days or something. I don't know. I don't worry about that so much. As long as I keep it on the higher end when it comes to the customer rating, I'm not really too concerned about that. But 100% acceptance rating, 100% on-time rating, 100% completion rating, as you can see here. Now, people question the type of orders that I get, that I'm accepting 100% of the offers that I get. They're so concerned about what my trash offers are. I've already made that clear. I don't have trash offers. I get paid between $3 and $7 per dash mile. So you can do the math on any type of order that I get. Even if it's a $3 order, I had to drive less than a mile, not even a full mile, and made $3. So where people are wanting $1 and $2 per mile, I'm making $3 to $7 per mile. So you do that math, I can accept every order if I'm making $3 to $7 on every order that I get per mile. Not that that's what they're paying me specifically. It's just, that's what it's rounding out to be. Every order that I get, I just check and see, and I've checked for 2 or 3 years now. I've been focusing on that just to see on average what it is that I make. And the markets that I drive in, this is what I'm making, $3 to $7 per mile. That's it. And I can accept every order. If it's a $3 order, I'm done with that order within a couple of minutes because it's just around the corner. Most of the time, not even a full mile. And it just goes up from there. So again, you see my overall basic ratings when it comes to the merchant pickups. Then here is my shopping ratings. Again, 100%'s on down. 0% issues. When I shop as if I'm shopping for myself. So there's a perfection that comes with that when I am shopping. I'm not saying, don't confuse that with me saying I'm perfect. So there's a perfection in the way that I dash, in the way that I do shopping, because I do it as if it's for myself. I take the care in doing my shopping to make sure that they have everything that they need. So this overall, what I'm speaking about is going to just kind of go over the customer service thing. And like I said, you can listen, you don't want to, you can take it for face value or you can ignore it, whatever. But if you want to know how it is that I'm making numbers like this in terms of my ratings, you want to know how it is that I'm scoring orders like this, and let this just go on. Let me post a good string of orders that I get. And this is consistently, these are the orders that I get. Just check each order out. And as you're looking, check out the mileage with these orders. And nowadays for me, maybe 6 to 7 times out of 10, I'm getting shopping orders. And because of my ratings and the tier part, whatever, whether you care about the tier part or not, there's just a tier that I fall in, being a platinum dasher, and I can dash anytime. That's what the importance is to me, to dash anytime so I can make as much money as I want when I want. That's the plus for me for the platinum tier. Now, whether you feel the platinum tier pays you out more or not, that's up to you. That's on you. I don't care. Like that's what that's gonna be, because I'm tired of fighting it, trying to prove otherwise. These tier levels are here for a reason. Just as if you own DoorDash as a company, you would want to know who your trash drivers are and who your good drivers are, and you would probably pay them accordingly. So just because you're on the other side of things doesn't mean that, oh, it doesn't mean anything. It absolutely means something. But again, as you see, these orders, consistent orders that I constantly am getting, $15 to $40 orders easy, matched with my dashing schedule that I do even as a dash now. I dash per hour. I schedule myself an hour at a time. I don't do blocks of schedules because I can dash now. So I get in, I dash for an hour, I let it sign me out when I'm done just past that hour. Or if the hour reaches, call it 8:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30. If I go over that hour, as soon as I go over it and finish that order, they auto sign me out. Then I sign in for another hour. They want you to stay signed in. So they'll throw like a nice offer to you at the end of your hour to try to get you, reel you back in. But I just let it time itself out and sign me out, and then I sign in for another hour. I make it feel like I'm gonna keep dashing. And they just throw me these nice offers sometimes at the end of my hour, to where on average I'm making anywhere between $25 and $50 to $55 every dash hour. So again, as you've seen by these offers that I'm getting with the low miles they are, and you think I'm gonna say no? Do you think I'm gonna decline these offers? How people are wondering how and why I'm accepting 100% of my offers and why my ratings are this. So let me break it down to you. Why my ratings are this way. I bring a high level of customer service to this game of DoorDash. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot expect 100% of the money that you want out of this game of DoorDash that we play day to day, or that we do day to day, and leave out certain aspects of this job. And one part of this job that a lot of people don't bring is customer service. And customer service is not just accepting the order, picking the order up, or shopping the order and dropping it off. That's not full customer service. And granted, the things that I mentioned, you do not have to do. All you have to do is pick up orders, confirm whether or leave at the door, or hand to customer and drop it off or hand it to them. That's all you absolutely have to do. So I don't have to hear anybody saying, hey, I'm not gonna do this and that and all that and blah, blah, blah. Totally fine. Again, I'm dashing for myself. I'm not dashing for you. I'm not dashing for anybody else. You're not dashing for me or anybody else. You are all doing this individually for yourself, and you're accepting things on the financial basis that you're willing to accept whatever that payment is when you accept that order. Tip or no tip, you've already accepted that order, so nobody has a right to be mad about not getting a tip or this and that. Even myself, there's times that I don't get tips. I don't let it bother me. I just keep on pushing. I keep on going. We should all know better than that by now, that in this tip world, it just doesn't work that way. Sometimes people want to tip. They don't have the money to tip. It's not going to bother me. I made $9, $10, $15. So you think I'm going to blow a head gasket over $1.02 tip? No, I'll get that money back in the form of another tip sometime on down, where somebody will over tip me. And I get plenty of those. Plenty of those. So you have to let it balance itself out if you can in your head, and not sit and focus so much on that one order at hand. Because there's probably some orders that you get overpaid, even just in general. You're like, wow, that's a high order. Okay, well, take it for face value and look at it like, okay, well, I had a crappy order some time ago, or the one before, but this one was a great offer, so it balanced itself out. That's how you have to look at this. And at the end of the day, that's how you keep your ratings on the higher end. At the end of the day, that's how DoorDash looks at you as more of a dependable driver, to then shoot you these higher and bigger offers, because you are dependable. You don't make mistakes. You're not getting contract violations. You're pulling the shopping orders correctly and fine. But again, this customer service thing, when it comes to accepting and declining, I can't reiterate this enough. You have to understand your ratings go into a system. That system tells DoorDash who you're good with and who you're not good with. And that can be everything from the merchant all the way down to the customer. On the merchant side, the merchants can call in and just say, or they can push a button and say they don't want you to be a driver for them in the sense of picking up food from them anymore if you go into a place with an attitude. And some of these places warrant those attitudes that they get from Dashers, because sometimes they treat us like crap. And it's like, no, I'm there to pick up orders for you. I'm making money, you're making money, so it's like, why are you treating me this way? So I even totally understand that part. But I try to keep a cool head when it comes to certain things. And don't let me wrong, don't get it twisted that if somebody comes at me sideways that I won't say something, because at that point I won't care about that $20 order. Because nobody's gonna disrespect me as a driver, especially. I'm out here trying to make money. I'm making you money because I'm picking up an order for you and dropping it off. We're all in this together in a sense. We're all making money. But you have to understand, when you are accepting orders and you are getting rated by the merchants, as long as everything's cool and good and they don't report you, then you're cool and good. You're going to continue to get orders from them. But there is a point where they can block you from picking up, and all that is that's one more merchant that you're not going to have access to. That's one more merchant that you're not going to get orders sent from to make money. And you'll have no idea. You'll just stop getting orders for that place. Now we jump to the customer side. There may be rating scores between 3 and 5 stars that may keep you okay. Anything between 3 and 1 stars can pretty much probably keep you from getting orders from those customers again. And again, those customers can actually request to not get you as a driver. So with all this said, when it comes to the ratings, you want to get good ratings from the customers. My customer side of this, with my whole text message thing, introducing myself to customers, even if I know they're repeat customers, it doesn't matter, because in my head's programmed already to just send these messages on every order, and they appreciate it. Nobody else sends messages like this. I guarantee you, more than likely, nobody sends these type of messages out. There may be a few people out there, but in comparisons to the amount of drivers that we have, nobody sends messages out like this. Because everybody just wants to accept the order, go pick up the order and drop it off, and that's all you're required to do. But I've been doing this too long, and I know already. And I've been sending these messages for years already. I've already been driving for going on 7 years now. And for sure, I've been sending these messages for anywhere between 4 and 5 years at this point. And what you have to understand is you're building a customer base. You're building a Rolodex of customers that are reporting that you are a good driver by them leaving you 5 stars, maybe 4 stars. I don't know about 3 and below. But 4 to 5 stars, I would say you're still in a pretty good area to a pretty good range of ratings wise to continue to get these same customers. With that said, my text message that I send, hi, my name is Corey. I'm on my way to pick up your order. If you have any questions or concerns about your order, please don't hesitate to reach out. Additionally, if you have any gate codes or anything that'll keep me from entering your property to be able to get your food the fastest possible, please let me know, code-wise or others. That way, I'm not trying to figure this out once I get to your property and your food is furtherly getting cold. People appreciate that because they're already overpaying for this food. They appreciate the fact that you want to get it to them the quickest possible. So for especially those people that do have gate codes, whether it's at their house, at a fence at the sidewalk, or you're at an apartment complex, you're getting a jump start while you're on your way to go pick up that order. I'm already sending this as soon as I accepted the order. I'm already shooting off these text messages. So that gives a window of 5 to 20, sometimes 30 minutes for that customer to get that text message and think about it and make sure that they get any requests that they need from you while you're at the merchant, or just to let you know if there's gate codes or not. Most of the time it's houses that I'm delivering to. And with that said, in that text message, I did say, if you have left notes in the comments, if you have left notes in the instructions, please disregard this message. So that's telling them they don't have to explain again if they've left the notes in the order. Don't worry about explaining right here. Just disregard the message, to disregard this text message that I sent you in request to that information. Again, hi, my name is Corey. Yes, they can see your name there. This text message is what gets it. It can be a million Corys that get orders sent out to these customers. They wouldn't know what Corey is what. But that text message is going to be the one that's going to separate you from all the other Corys. So I go back to this customer base that you're building, this Rolodex of customers. As long as you're getting them from them, you're getting good ratings. They're remembering who you are. Corey, 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 Corey. All these orders have been great. He's taking care of us. He's taking care of us. He's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm not tooting my horn. Let's be clear about that. I have a certain level of work ethic that I am proud of. I make the number that I want to make money-wise, and I'm able to accept 100% of my offers because I feel that I've brought a certain level of customer service to this game overall that allows me to make the money that I make. And I know I'm not the only one out there, and I know I'm not special. I know I'm not special. I'm not a special driver or anything like that. But what I have done is I have found out a way to maximize the amount of money that I can possibly make. Not guaranteed. I'm not walking around here like a lot of you dashers out here, and I'm not speaking to all of you. I'm speaking to you certain ones that you know who you are. You walk around here expecting to get 100% type of pay that you want, but you're in this with an attitude. You're putting the very least that you can into this job, whether it's being on time or dropping off on time or making sure orders are correct. And again, this will contribute to the story that I have in regards to me and the conversation that I had with a dasher that I placed an order through DoorDash with to pick up an order for me. And I gave that dasher a 2-star. And I'm going to explain why. But I just wanted to break it down. This is just part of the reason why we need to pay attention as dashers. We can't just walk around here and just like money, 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 money. Yes, at the end of the day, that's what this is about, is money. But you need to make sure that you're making it and making the most that you can. And if it means that you just got to provide a little customer service in this, I ain't saying you got to do everything in the world. I don't even know what that is aside of what I do. And I feel what I do is very simple, because all I'm doing is copy and pasting messages that I have sitting somewhere on my phone. I'm not sitting there physically typing these messages to every customer. I created one message, I put it somewhere in my notes, I copy and I paste, copy and I paste. I have a few different messages that I paste. One for restaurant pickups, one for multiple orders that I get together, bunched up. So they're all aware that I have multiple orders, and nobody's as surprised or shocked when they see me on the map going about different directions. And then the third one for my shopping orders, just having them keep their phone nearby just in case there's any substitutes. Because I'm quick. I don't want to be held up by a customer not responding to me about a substitute, because I'm not one to just click issue refund, because you never know what item that is that the customer really, really wants out of that whole order. And there's going to be times that you're going to be out of stock of something that they're going to want, but I just personally like them to tell me to issue a refund on that item, or I give them the option to make sure that they can give me a substitute before telling me to give me telling me to issue a refund for them. The only time that I'll issue refund is if I absolutely do not hear back from you, and I'm talking maybe come the end of the order, shopping wise. If I haven't heard back from you, I'm not going to wait any longer at that point, because now I can't reach you, and you can bet by that time I've already called you and you didn't pick up, and a voicemail was left if possible. So to not get a call back or a text back come the end of my shopping, after about a minute or so, that's when I'll issue a refund. And it's not being rude, it's not being mean, it's just what it is, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to reach you, but I will set forth the best I can to try to hold out and wait for you to get back to me. Again, these customers get to know you. They get to know you. They get to know you. Next thing you know, here's $5. Here's $10. Here's $15. Here's $20 tips that I've gotten. I get a lot of tips after the fact as well. We all get tips going straight into accepting the order. They don't even know what driver they're going to get. Those are just customers that are willing to just tip before because they're just doing the right thing. Now, there's some people out there that don't have tip money. Yeah, they are. Am I going to be so bothered and pissed off because they don't have tip money? No, I'm not. Because in the tipping world, it's just what it is. I don't tip at every place that I go to. I don't care what service it is, whether you're driving a car or whether you work at the bar or whatever, or you work at a restaurant that you're serving me, and that's ideally where the tip part comes into place when a restaurant's serving you. And even then, I feel it's your customer service that's going to decide whether you're going to get a tip from me or not. You're not just going to assume just because you weigh me at a table that you're just going to get a tip, and that's just going to be that. You can be giving me attitudes. You can not be checking on me from time to time. Like, at the end of the day, you're already getting paid per hour. And if you're not getting paid per hour and you're only getting paid by tip, that's on you. Because I don't even know how I would even be able to work a job like that. That makes zero sense to me. Tip and commission-based type jobs, you're not getting paid nothing per hour. It's just ridiculous. But you chose to pick these jobs, so like I can't worry myself about it. But to get back to it, this is why I bring a certain work ethic to this game. And mind you, I have a whole day job. I have a whole day job that I go to from 6 to 2:30. And I love the fact that I'm off the weekends because that's when it's busy DoorDash wise. And I do dash during the week, 3 to 4 hours here and there daily. And then on the weekends, if I'm not doing anything, you can bet that I'm out there for 8 to 12 hours, which is 12 hours is our max. So you just have to understand, again, the customer side of this, the customer service side of this can bring you so much more if you just put a little bit towards it. Just a little bit. Try it out. It doesn't hurt. It takes some time though, because it takes time for those repeat customers to get to know you. I'm sure a lot of you guys have came across customers that you went through before. I get the same repeat customers all the time, and I get a lot of customers, and almost all of them I've delivered to, for the most part, multiple times. It's not like I'm in some small town where I'm just getting the same 4 orders from 4 different customers. I get orders all day long from a bunch of different people, and it just seems like I've at some point delivered to these people, but it's because they rated me a 5-star rating. It's came back to DoorDash. If I'm available and the order comes through and I'm out there, on top of the fact that my ratings are where they are, I'm in the platinum tier, they're going to shoot the order to me. And I guess for me, the priority of sending orders out to me, it seems like shop and deliver orders, because I get, on average, it's like anywhere between 7 and 9 out of 10 orders are shop and deliver orders. So it's either that or just a bunch of people are declining to where I'm the only person that's available to shop. But I make a lot of my big money doing shopping orders, so I've gotten extremely fast at that. If I know that's where the money's at, I'm trying to do 2 to 3 per hour. And on average, making between $15 and $25, $30 per order, I'm moving. These customers, they get to know you. They're tipping you. Look at some of these orders, a few of them, and I get them all the time. I remember to take screenshots of them because I'm just so focused on accepting the next order and getting 2. But when I can remember to go and do the screenshots, I can. But these are tips that are after the fact. This is how they come. They send you in the form of a text message, letting you know, hey, person from Stater Brothers tipped you $5, $10, $15. Keep up the great work. When you get these messages like this, that's when you know your service is making a difference, because these people, they either didn't go into it with the tip and they decided they wanted to tip you at the end of your service, which was a good thing. Obviously, you did something right. Or they wanted to tip you additionally because of your service. Maybe they had already tipped you and they said, you know what, I want to give them some additional tip on top of that. And this is after the fact when you get these type of messages. So at this point, now we can get to the story at hand in terms of the order that I placed through DoorDash, ordering some pizza from Little Caesars. For those that know Little Caesars, if you haven't had Little Caesars, I'm just going to kind of break down exactly what it is I ordered and what I reached out to the Dasher about in regards to the order. So I order a pizza. I order the little puffs. They're like little cornbread muffin size pizza deals that they make now. It's a new little thing. Maybe they've been around 4 or 5 months, whatever. But I order a set of these crazy puffs. And I order a combo of breadsticks and marinara sauce. Breadsticks come in a bag. The marinara sauce comes in a cup. Most of the time, they just sit the stuff on top of the pizza when they hand you the order. Every now and then, you get one store or another that does put these things in a bag for you. The smaller items, the sauce, the breadsticks, any kind of sauces that people are wanting, and it just ends up being the pizza in terms of a big item that's really you're holding on to. But wings, all that stuff is normally able to fit in a bag if they have bags, and not all locations do. And I just mean plastic bags, just to make sure stuff don't slide while you're trying to get to your car. It's just in a bag. But anyways, I placed the order. The driver's on the way to go pick up the order. I'm sending them text messages to let them know, hey, this is the house. The house is on a split street. The house is on a split street. So the house is kind of it's at the end of 2 streets. So there's the back of the house on this side of the street, and you go around the corner, and there's the front of the house on this side of the street, if you can imagine that. So I just let them know that, hey, this is where the house is at. The house has glass in the door. Don't leave it at the back gate. Make sure you go to the front of the house. So that's more where the text messages part starts to come through, just to make sure that they're delivering to the right house. So with that said, I already know what I'm ordering. So the driver picks up the order. I allow him to pick up the order, and when he picks the order up, once it's confirmed that it's been picked up, I send him a text message. Now, mind you, this Little Caesars is maybe 3 or 4 miles from the house, delivery-wise. 3 to 4 miles, so it won't take long. So what I did, because I wanted to make sure that it got everything, I said, hey, did you get everything? Because I'm a Dasher, I know how Little Caesars is. There's times where, especially if you're picking up the food from out of their warmers, where you just walk up and put in the code, they'll have the food in there, chicken wings, breadsticks, the pizza. The marinara sauce, they do not put inside the warmer because it will blow the lid off of the cup because of the heat. And that's not something that they keep heated. They just keep that room temperature, that sauce. So they don't include it in those warmers. So whether it's in the warmers or whether they just hand you the order, period, I'm just checking to see did they get everything in the order. And I was really trying to make sure that they got the sauce. So I asked the driver, I'm like, did they give you everything? I said that obviously I had the pizza, there's the puffs, and then there's the breadsticks with the marinara sauce. And I said, did they give you everything? And he said yes. And I said, did they give you the marinara sauce? And he said I can't. Everything is sealed. I can't see inside anything. Now, granted, this stuff is sealed. I don't know if it could be his first time picking up at Little Caesars. Maybe it's not. I like to assume the average Dasher more than likely has picked up at Little Caesars before. But if not, there's another point that I'm already making that can just totally close that out. I'm letting you know that there's sauce, and the sauce doesn't go in the box. It doesn't go in the pizza box. They don't put it in the Crazy Puffs box. They don't put it in the bag with the breadsticks. The breadsticks bag is barely enough for the breadsticks. And the sauce is normally set aside in a little clear cup, about a half a pint or so. So I tell them again, after I've let him know that the sauce is not sealed up in anything. This is his response. This is our back and forth. He tells me, oh, they didn't give it to me. Sorry. Now, this is where the customer service part on my end really comes into play, and this is one of my points that I'm speaking to all of us Dashers. We as Dashers, we need to stop being so comfortable just accepting orders and just going and picking them up and not paying attention to the details of the order. Now, granted, for the most part, we're okay. We're not at fault when it comes to things missing in a sealed bag. McDonald's, whoever seals it with tape, ties the bags up, that's none of our concern what's in those bags. Even if the bag is open, we're not rummaging through the bags to see what's in these bags. We're trusting that the merchant is giving us exactly what it is that we're supposed to get. Now, granted, what we do have to pay attention to is drinks and or sauces that will say that from time to time is missing. We need to pay attention to those things. And if we can't see them, we need to ask, hey, is this in the bag? Hey, is that in the bag? Or make sure that you get that drink that you're physically going to have in your hand. So, this is all I get. Sorry. Me, in that type of scenario, for one, this wouldn't even happen because I would have been checking at Little Caesars to make sure they handed me everything in the first place. That's number one, that would keep myself from out of that situation. Number two, even if it did slip and I did not catch it, that they were missing an item, and I realized that some item was missing, you know what Corey is doing? Corey is now turned around and I'm already on my way back. I apologize to the customer. Hey, I'm on my way back. I didn't realize that it was something that I missed, or you brought it to my attention. I want to make sure you get everything that you paid for. I'm working for my 5-star rating that I'm going to be getting. Yes, do I have to waste a little bit more gas? A little bit more gas to go back to the store. It's only a couple of miles. At the end of the day, it's worth that 5-star from that customer. If that means that my 5-star rating is giving me pay orders like this, yeah, I'm going back. So this is the reason why, because he then proceeded to go to the house, the delivery address, and just left the order there. Didn't speak anything else on the missing item. Now, granted, yes, I can call DoorDash and say, hey, I was missing this item, and they'll credit me back. They will. But that's not the point, and that's why this is the part about some customers that I can't stand, is because look exactly what happened. Something goes missing, and then there goes DoorDash just crediting the customer. They didn't credit me the whole order. I have seen that happen before over one thing in the order. But they just credit me the price of the marinara sauce. And it's like, that's just supposed to be okay because you credited me. Yeah, I got my so-called money back, but it's like, no, I wanted that to be with my food. And this is where the customer service part comes into place. And this is what I'm explaining to you. Why I do what I do when I dash. Why I try to perfect my dashing to levels that allow me to make the most money that I possibly can make. And some of you people don't understand that. And most of you probably do. Most of you probably do and understand it, but there's a lot of you out there. There's a lot of haters in that sense too. And for me, I'm just like, why are you hating on somebody that's out there doing good or making money? Why are you mad at them? Like, you, for one, they're a stranger to you. Number two, why are you mad? Like, why? Every now and then I got to deal with an occasional hater or something like that because they don't believe something, and it's just like, I made it clear to everybody. Nobody has a place to set any kind of standard of pay when it comes to this job. We all have too many variables and things going on. We all live in too many different types of areas, cities and or states that pay different types of minimum wages, different types of cost of livings out there. There is no way to standardize any type of offer that you're going to accept or decline. Each and every one of you dashers need to accept and or decline. And I don't like pushing declining, but I understand it's a financial decision that you have to make. But it should be an individual financial decision that you make, not because you heard this guy over here or this female over here say, oh, I don't accept orders like this and that and this and that. Make that decision for yourself on what it is you want to bring home at the end of the day. Like I said, if I'm out here wanting to make 100 or 200 bucks, it's all going to balance out and I'm going to make my 100 or 200 bucks. But if I'm going to be out here and I'm going to decline 3 to 7 of my orders trying to make that 200 bucks, I'm losing so much more money that could have made me that in a lot shorter time, while I'm waiting on something that's not even guaranteed. And on the same note, I'm tanking. I'm just tanking my ratings. It's like you're losing both ways. You're losing money and you're dropping your ratings like nothing. I'll never understand it. And then you're pissed off because you're not getting the certain type of orders, or these type of orders in the sense. And yeah, every now and then you'll get one of these orders, and I made that clear that no matter what, a person with bad ratings is every now and then is going to get a nice, decent paying order. At the end of the day, there's going to have to be an order that's going to need to be picked up, and DoorDash is just going to have no choice but to send that order out because the pay is going to be what it is. But don't expect there to be consistent orders like that. Every now and then you'll get one and you'll be happy about it considering where your ratings are. And maybe if your ratings weren't there and they were higher, then you'd probably be getting more of those type of offers, but you've let your ratings go to crap so bad that you don't see these type of offers anymore. And I'm not trying to hear it from anybody that's saying, oh yeah, I get these type of offers all the time. Yeah, right. Because I'm yet to get receipts from somebody, and you will not get receipts from anybody, because there is not one content creator that has bad ratings like that and is actually showing proof that they're getting these types of orders all the time. And you won't see those. You won't see that type of content creator because they don't exist. A lot of these people have these low ratings. They get a nice order every now and then, and now it's like, oh, well, the tier thing and the ratings thing don't mean anything, because look at the one order I got. Look at the few orders that I got that were nice paying orders. You're gonna get them. You're gonna get them every now and then. Not as much as if your ratings were probably higher. And again, I'm not telling you to do anything with your ratings. I don't care what you do, good driver or bad, in terms of where you want your ratings. You drive for yourself, you accept what you want for yourself, and if you have to decline, if you must decline, then you're declining for yourself. The finances aren't adding up, and I get it. And again, I am not pushing declining. I don't like to do that, because who am I to say that that dollar is not worth it to you? So please don't follow anybody's negative advice when it comes to accepting and or declining orders. If you want to follow somebody's advice or try something that somebody's doing to help you make more money, that's a different story. But just because this guy over here, this girl over here don't want to accept an order, or they only want to get $20 orders, don't you go following them and lose out on a whole bunch of money that you could be taking home to your family or your children. So with that said, I gave the driver a two star. Because I'm like, you didn't even attempt to try. I did it for that reason. I'm not going to give you a 5-star. I'm not even going to give you a 4-star. A 3-star for what? At that point, I'm going to just give you a 2-star. 1 stars only matter depending on the situation, and sometimes they get excluded from the rating score. But anything 2 and above will actually hit you. And for me, it's not like trying to penalize the driver like that, but I need you to know that you need to pay attention to the orders that are given to you. Understand it. Make sure you go over the order. Make sure you have everything that the customer wants. Again, the customer service part. Nobody wants to place orders with these companies and already overpay for the food, only to then be missing something, and it's just like, sorry, they didn't give it to me. When it's like, you could have asked. So he left the order, I got my credit, and that was that. But I need you guys to just understand that, please. Like I said, I don't want the video to be too crazy long, but sometimes it takes a little bit to explain and break down certain things that a lot of people don't understand. And customer service plays a big part in this. Sometimes you got to go above and beyond to make the amount you make. If you're making the type of money that I'm making, would you have a problem with providing the customer service that I'm providing if you knew that you could make that type of money? That's not to say you're guaranteed to make that type of money. I'm saying that when you bring customer service to the mix, you can stand to possibly make the most that you can in your market. Is it what I make? No. Is it more than what I make? Yeah, sure, it's a possibility. Is it less than what I make? Sometimes yes. People make less than what I make. But you can make the highest you can in your market. That said, people, any questions, concerns you guys have, please don't hesitate to comment, ask down below. Any haters, please, I really welcome you. Any haters, anybody that's got anything bad to say, because at the end of the day, I'm not telling you what to do. You're not going to come on my channel and tell me what to do. I'm out here dashing, doing my thing. This is my journey. This is my channel. I'm reporting what it is that I'm making. With a lot of you guys, I report it, and you don't like it, you get mad. Because I'm making what I'm making. I'm proving what it is that I'm doing, or at least I feel that I'm doing, to make the money that I make. And it's working for me. So hate on me for what? Constantly showing receipts about my ratings, how I'm accepting 100% of the orders. So for you tools out there that, oh, well, he don't accept all his orders, blah, blah, blah. How in the hell can I have 100% acceptance rating if I'm not accepting all my orders? And I'm not out here, I don't get $2 and $3, $4 orders for 10 miles and all that crap. I don't get that. My ratings are up to par. My service is up to par. My tips, I make a lot in tips. And the pay for the orders, they're up to par. And I feel it's a combo package. My work ethic, my speed, my communication with the customers. I'm constantly getting this feedback from the customers that they appreciate these messages, blah, blah, blah. It helps along the way. I provide the best possible experience that the customers can have, and this can be repeat customers. They're going to get the same exact thing from me every time. It's not going to be, oh, because I know Joe now, like I'm not going to shoot him these text messages. No, I don't care if I've delivered to you 25 times. You're going to get the same message as if I didn't know you in that sense. So again, people, your boy C-Moto. Any questions, concerns, please, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out. I always find the answers for any questions you guys have, and if I don't, I always make it a point to go find those questions and get back to you momentarily. Until next time, which will be very soon, I'm going to be uploading a video of all my orders over a day. I think I did 330-ish something dollars yesterday, and I'm going to be screenshotting every order that I did per dash hour up to my 12-hour limit, all the way up until it auto signed me out. And I'm going to show you at that point, because we can only drive 12 hours, but I drove a 12-hour day, $330 later, and I'm going to show you the breakdown for every hour that I dashed and what the orders, the pay was, everything. Got screenshots to go with, so bear with me a little bit, maybe a day. Maybe I'll have it up same day, but give me a day or so to get that video up. Be very interesting to see, for you people to understand the type of orders that I do get, to where I can keep up with 100%. So until next time, your boy C-Moto, you know what it is. Always. Peace out.